Is there a darker side to online business? Yes, there is. Should we talk about it? Absolutely. Should you be worried? No. There's a darker side to anything in life and business. And if you're constantly worrying about what could happen, then you are giving others control over your life and business instead of following your dreams. In this video, I want to share with you a few stories of the darker side of my online business and how I deal with those dark forces. About 2 years ago, I received a creepy email and I decided to remove the person from my email list. I didn't do it lightly. I even had some doubts. But this is my business. This is my life. And if I feel someone is out of line, then off they go. What did the person do, you might ask? Well, this person sent me 2 emails. I actually love receiving emails from my subscribers. So if you're on my email list, don't hesitate to reply to my emails or send me an email. But these emails were different. In the first email that came just before Christmas in 2015, the person made an effort to write in 3 different languages, Swedish, German, and Icelandic, which you might think is nice, but to me, it felt totally off. It was almost like they were trying too hard. And here's how the email sounded. I've translated fully to English so that you understand. Hi, Sigrun. How did you get that interview with Matthias in Tagesanzeiger? Where are you over Christmas? Greetings, A. I felt it was very weird that someone would ask me where I spent Christmas. Actually, I'm quite transparent. I post on social media where I am, whether I'm in Iceland, Switzerland, or anywhere else. So you don't have to write me an email and ask me. And asking about such a specific thing felt very creepy to me. So I did not reply. The second email came 3 months later in March 2016. It looked harmless enough. Thanks for all the stories. Just wondering if you do any seminars in real life, not via the web. Where, when, ? I remembered the email address, so I decided to have a look inside my system. Turns out that the person had not read any emails in the last 3 months. They only sent me these 2 emails 3 months apart, but were not reading my other emails. That felt very off, since this person wanted to know if where I spent Christmas and if I offer anything in-person events. You would know that if you read my emails. Because I was offering a mastermind retreat and mastermind days. I also have regular speaking engagement. So asking about something that I obviously shared on social or over email felt very off. So I decided to look this person up even more. So number 1, the person did not enter their first name. They just used the letter A. They had not signed any of the emails they sent to me with their full first name, like they were hiding their identity. Number 2, the person used an email address that is not used anywhere else. You can Google email addresses and you will find people using email addresses all over the place. And this person had a very special email address that was not anywhere else. Number 3, the person had gone to great lengths to hide their IP address. Now, this was back in 2016 where we could look up IP addresses easily. Not so easy today. I was not able to see where they were sending the email from. And so, yeah, there was no location, no country, nothing. And all email marketing systems do try to save the IP address of subscribers so you can segment your list by country and things like that. But in this particular case, I could not find it out. Number 4, this person had not joined my Facebook group, nor watched any of my 100 webinars, or tried anything that I offered. They were just silently on my email list. They were obviously not interested in building a business. So I must conclude that this person's only interest was in me. Number 5, I traced the email and I found out it was sent through various IP addresses and going back to a server in Karlsruhe, Germany, where I lived 7 years of my life. Now, if that isn't creepy, then I don't know what is, because it was actually only the second time in my life that I traced an email address. The first time had been in 2000. I was studying at ETH in Zurich, Switzerland, and my friend got a series of weird emails. She asked me for help to figure out what she should do. I was asked to read the emails to understand. So in the first email, there was a person admiring her as if they had seen her in real life, but just didn't dare to approach her directly. In the second email, the person made some advances and told her that they would love to meet up and whether they could arrange for a meeting. In the third email, actually, they kind of retracted again and obviously didn't want to meet in person, but just wanted to say hi and stay in touch and have some sort of an email relationship. My friend was not interested. She was already in a relationship, and this also felt very much off. I agreed with her that this felt off. It sounded very weird. And the name of the person was not known to us, and the email address was also a bit off as well. So I decided to use my newly acquired skills back in 2000, open up a command window of my SGI workstation, and I went to work with my programming skills. I could trace the path that the email had gone on. I could see all the different IP addresses, and with a tool, I could figure out the actual physical address where the email had been sent from. I was quite shocked to find out that the email had been sent from the office of my boyfriend. To make a long story short, that man is no longer my boyfriend. You can understand that I have absolutely zero tolerance for creepy emails and people who try to hide their identity to harass others. I hope you never have to trace a creepy email, but if you do, just Google trace root, 2 words, trace and root, and you'll find various services where you can track people where they've sent their email from. But there are also a darker side to online business where people do not try to hide their identity, and that's on social media. Almost weekly, I receive Facebook messages from creepy guys. Luckily, Facebook has created a folder in messages that is called spam, and you don't have to look into that folder. Sometimes I do, because sometimes the good messages go into the spam folder, but I can just see the creepy messages and you don't even have to look into them. You can see it in the first 3 words that this is not the person you want to talk to. The thing is, just keep those creepy messages in spam and don't think about them. There are just people on the internet that have nothing better to do than send creepy messages. You should not be bothered with them. Now we come to the most public part of the dark side. Creepy, rude, and spammy comments on your social posts online. The people who leave nasty comments are typically called trolls. They have nothing better to do than spread their negative energy on the interwebs and blame others for their lack of progress. It's actually a very sad tribe, and you should be least worried about these people, although they are a pain in the butt. Just last week, I had a discussion with a client of mine who was running a video ad and was getting some hurtful comments, and she was deleting them one by one and banning people. That's actually not what you should do. So first, let's look at the difference between someone commenting on your personal profile and your business profile. If I make a Facebook post on my personal profile and someone leaves a hurtful comment, then I would absolutely do not want to have that visible for my friends. I would delete that comment and probably unfriend the person. But that's typically not what happens. I think I've never had that. What is more likely to happen is someone just says, I don't know, they post some bullshit. Maybe they have values very different from mine. And I realized with the post that I don't want to be friends with that person anymore. If you have a public post on a personal profile, I would treat it like a comment on my business page. On my business page, I run ads, and sometimes I get these nasty comments. Not a lot, but sometimes. And especially an ad where I share my story of being sick and unemployable, and now I'm making millions of dollars. People do not like that. It attracts the trolls like fleas. The first time it happened, it shocked me. By now, I know this is coming and I have a process. The process is to hide the comment so that the person who made it thinks it's still there. But actually, the person is the only person that sees the comment, and maybe anyone who also saw the comment before I hid it, and maybe they're friends. But then sometimes I even reply. In most cases, I don't, because replying to trolls is like putting gas on the fire, and they get all fired up and want to continue to harass you. So why would you hide a comment instead of deleting it? Well, the person who gave you the comment is increasing your reach. So even if you don't like the comment, They might have friends who like what you posted. And the bigger the reach, the lower your ad cost, and therefore bigger profits in your business. So if the trolls would know this, they wouldn't make comments, but luckily they don't. Let the trolls be. We need them so that we get more reach. And sometimes I leave up a crappy comment because I know that 99% of people know that this person is a troll. Remember, you have the right to ignore and move on with your life. You don't have to reply to emails or messages or social media comments, but don't use this as a reason not to grow your business. Has this video helped you today? Please share in the comments and watch this video to discover if you are self-sabotaging in your business. I hope you liked this video, and if so, please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.